I had the strangest thing happening. I went to launch Sims and somehow ended up in Strange Horticulture, so I just figured I would throw in a tiny episode of that because some part of me wanted to play it. So it's 7:22 and I do really want to play Sims. But I was thinking about this. North of Hawkshed, east of Lowick, west of Rustland, south of Crinkle Crack. So, that would make sense for this. We have shorter episodes of this. I like that. Okay, let's pull out the card and so Hawksted, Lowick, Rustland, or Crinkle Crags. So we're gonna go until we see one of them. Oh, here's Hawkshed. So north of this. So anywhere here north. Okay, here's Crinkle Crags. South. So it's south of okay. North of this. South of this. So it has to be in E. West of Rustland. Oh, I don't know. Dagnabbit. Where did it go? West of Rustland, south of Crinkle Crack. Okay. Can we find Lowick? It has to be E. Let's find Lowick or Crinkle Crag. Here's Lowick. So it's east of Lowick. So far it has it here. West of Rustland. So here's West Rustland. So it has it being in one of these two spots. Actually, Lowick is right here, so it'd have it right here. Yes, we figured it out. My eyes are drawn to the silhouette of a grizzled old man standing at the edge of a field. His mind is broken, seemingly beyond repair. Vacant eyes fixate on nothing. A whisper of an expression as my gaze sweeps his face, but only a whisper. He raises his arm, points. I followed his outstretched finger, and I'm surprised to find a cluster of wildflowers growing there, hidden from view. Ooh, 2 new plants. Okay, this looks very similar to another one I already have. The blue fuzzy one. Yeah, no. Yeah, this blue one, it kind of looks like that one. This one, I kind of know it's dangerous, so I'm gonna put it over here by itself. And I kind of know that this is Butterdale, so those aren't officially confirmed, but I have an idea. We'll put this with the other flowers I kind of know about. Actually, we'll put this one over here, and we'll put these bigger flowers over here. These single flowers over here. These multi-flowers over here. Okay. We have some very bare bones version of organization. Meek do. Remember when I didn't want to poison the guy, and I poisoned the guy? Well, okay. We figured out our mystery for today. Allow me to put this away. Oh, what's this? We have failed in our duty as protectors of the forest. Our secrets have been stolen, and the Arda has been murdered. You will find us deep in the Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lake shore across from Tover. Please help us. So next time I have the energy to explore, we're gonna explore there. But here we have Wilbur Miller. I'm looking for a plant. Lady of... what's it? Something or other? Ugh, I'm no green-eyed right? That's for sure. It's the one that's supposed to help with mental decline. So we're looking at Lady of the Summer. I think they're all in relative alphabetical order, so I must not have this one yet. Let's see. L, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. F-E-N-Q-R-S. Vellum. That should actually be way up there. Okay. Wandering Blue. Okay. Now they're all in order. Lady of the Summer. Let's take a gander at what Lady of the Summer is. Lady of the Summer, Comtessa a Stavum. The leaves curl round delightfully, which combined with an attractive flower and a hardy nature makes this sought-after ornamental plant, each with conditions of memory deterioration associated with old age. Okay. None of these flowers look like they fit the bill. None of these do. So let's go over to our single flowers. We have several contenders. These two look very similar. This one looks closer because I'm looking at the stem here. Let's see what this says. Dark blue petals are soft and feathery. My fingers ache from handling this plant. Let's check this one out. A single sweet smelling dark flower. Okay. They are both very close. The leaves curl round delightfully. Okay. These are the leaves that curl around delightfully. You may have been saying that. Let's check this. Okay, we are correct. Lady of the Summer. Ooh, Bennett has long soft leaves. I feel like I saw that on a flower plant, but let's put you down in my identified plants. Right here. And this helps with people, so are you ready to see me attempt to type with my injured finger? Lady of the Summer. You know what? That's not that bad. Okay. I'm complaining for nothing. Onward. Oh. Actually, let's check this out. So, we're going to get to know the Grisdale Forest. The Grisdale Forest is right here. It is the epicenter of a lot of the weird things that are happening in this town. And we met some of the members, the protectors of the forest. So, a mile from Lakeshore. So, I wonder if these... I don't have a mile marker. Okay, so 1 block is 1 mile. So, it's a mile... Grisdale... a mile from the shore across from Tover. So, it's around here. A sister tries to stop me from entering, but I show her the letter and she sits me through. And she lets me through. I'm ushered into a walled courtyard and through a large oak door along a corridor and down a set of stone stairs into a cool basement. Lying on a table draped in silk is Arda. There's not a mark on her, but I'll let you read that. There is not a mark on her, but her open eyes, her mouth, her hair, and they're very, very dark, like a raven's wing. Do you know who could do this? Asks my escort. I set to work. So it looks like we need to use wren, a plant. I don't have that identified yet. We just got wren. The long leaves of the wren are known to turn black in the presence of certain poisons, and so can be used to detect them, though it has no flower. Aha! It's said to smell unpleasant to those who have known death and sweet to those who have not. A scent that scratches the back of my throat. Okay. I'm going to go out on a limb. I think this is it. Nice. I extract a sample of Arda's blood and introduce it to Rin, and my suspicions are confirmed immediately. The leaves of the Rin turn black, which can only mean one thing. Gilded Dendra poisoning. Upon presenting my findings, I'm rushed away quickly. The sisters do not want me hanging around, it seems. They do, however, send me on my way with a couple of plants. Yes! Which I'm grateful for. So let's settle this first. We got Gray Sandfire. And this one I'm putting purple because it does something particular. So I'm doing Wren. There we go. And Okay. So it would go about here. They won't always tell me the name of the plant. Let's collect our 2 new plants. Ooh, those are interesting. Let's see what we have here. We've got one with multiple flowers and spikes. This one I'm not considering has pleasing scent. The leaves has stiff ribs. So it's kind of like a coiled plant. We'll put it there with my other weird plant. It's bugging me. I'm moving my flowers. We're doing an exchange program. Alright. And they're going in alphabetical order. That makes no sense. I don't know what they are. They're going in a color order. That makes sense in my head, and no one can argue with me. Red. This is purple. This is a purplish blue. This is a blue. This is a blue. And the whites can go up here. Okay. That makes sense to my head. There we go. They're all in some form of order. Actually, I may want to have these all in the correct category as well. Because I would be afraid to misdiagnose, or I can see they have a tag. Okay. Anyway, we have that letter done. So these were all mysteries. This was something a little different in my head, so I'm putting it down here. Actually, let's go in chronological order this time. I may not need those again. I do not remember. Interesting. Okay, so he knows about the death of Arda. I know a lot of people don't trust that the sisterhood, but it seems to me that Arda's always looked out for the less fortunate. So the news is going around town about the incident. Oh, let's pet our little cat. The cold is too much to bear beyond the gap. I was forced to turn back. I would advise against it, but you are determined to explore the Great Gable. Be sure to take precautions. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll have a plant up your sleeve that can help you warm should the weather be against you. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. I do not know who Amos Duncan is. We will have to figure that out. There's a chance I should remember who he is, because he sends me a lot of letters. Maybe he introduced himself, but I don't. So, the Great Gable. I like how this is a good way to tell you what you genuinely want to do without telling you what you want to do. Oh, sorry. It's right there. There's the Great Gable up in the mountains. After several hours of arduous hiking and scrambling, I'm still somewhat distant from the summit. I'm freezing cold and ready to head home. I should do the sensible thing and turn down the mountain. Unless... Do I have Brimlock? I actually do. Those suffering from hypothermia can be rescued by a draught made from these leaves from the Brimlock plant. It's a warming effect that protects against the extreme cold. When conditions are just right, the cold of winter Brimlock produces small yellow flowers. The leaves are waxy and tough. This has smooth, waxy leaves, no yellow flowers. Let's check. Oh! I didn't think that would work, actually. Brimlock, okay. So, Sunset Mousetrap. We'll put this up in B. And it helps, so... Brimlock. Loco. Lock! Brimlock! There we go. There we go. I pushed on, no longer feeling the cold, and I am presently rewarded. Ooh, what do we have here? Bam! New plant acquired. I could go through, for example, and just look, I wonder if I have this one, which would likely be something like this. But there's so many plants, and this game doesn't give you clues or things unless You don't have to fight to make something work. Everything will fall into place. You just have to pay attention. So I am going to... This plant is cursed. It's brought me nothing but sorrow. Please take it. I don't want anything more with it. Oh. Looky here. This is why I don't want to be preemptive about solving something. The wandering blue in this plant. They look like one and the same. Let's take a peek at this. A mushroom-like plant with red warts growing on it. So... I kind of want all these red ones together. Yeah, like that. Well, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I may start moving some of my overflow down here. I felt like I was in a train of thought. I'll let the game naturally lead me through. Always, that's the name of the cat that's given. Always a pleasure, my feline friend. I hope it hasn't been nibbling the plants again. I have a favor to ask you. You owe me for the hours I spent digging the information of those plants. I've been burning the midnight oil again, and I could use some common trouse, and I know where to find it. According to Grayson's herbology, it grows in abundance on red pike. I'll come by the day after tomorrow to collect it. I have business in Sedbur in the meantime. Goes abundance in red pike. Here, take this. Slopes of red pike. Well, let's go to the red pike. I enjoy a pleasant stroll up the fell. This is going to be easy. The weather is agreeable and the view is majestic. I do not have to look hard to find what I'm after. Cool. You want to know something? I'm a little curious. I'm gonna look through and see if any other plants are like, I'm physically located here. Okay, skimming. Okay, nothing here. Okay, valley sides, but it doesn't say where. Wait a second, where did I put it? This is the common Trouse. Perfect. So I kind of know what that is. Okay, going through. Doesn't say. We got those. Doesn't say. Doesn't say. Doesn't say. Oh, nope, doesn't say. Okay. I feel like I have this winter blue flower. I feel like this is the winter blue flower. Okay, so nothing else really tells us where it is. Veronica Green is back. When you work with the occult, I find it pays to uphold a certain image. If you're going to be accused of performing witchcraft anyway, it doesn't hurt to put a bit of show on every now and again. Let the hunters know what I'm capable of, sort of thing. Long story short, I may have threatened to turn a small boy into a toad, and the little guy he called the bluff. Oh, don't look at me like that. You know what little boys are like. I can assure you, he deserves to be turned into a toad. Anyway, I think a little display is needed to discourage his sort of behavior in the future. Do you have any shimmerlung? Hey, I don't judge. I don't judge. I'm just here to sell my pretty looking plants. Oh, I do have this one. This is the only thing I could think of. The dried stems of the shimmerlung burned bright and noisily, letting the blinding pure white flowers wrapped in large, rich leaves. Stiff ribs. Okay. This is probably it. So let me name it. It doesn't really help people, so I'm gonna put it purple lung. Here you go. New plant identified. The candlewood. Okay, okay, okay. Where's my LMNOPQRSSH? Okay, there we go. It's in a nice order. I like how it's backwards. I ring the bell for my customer. There's a beautiful plant that I've been looking for, but nobody seems to have any. Something. Monk brew? I'm not sure. I do know you shouldn't touch the leaves though. Oh, okay. This beautiful flower, decorative plant. Touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores, so it might be meek dew. We know what meek dew is, do we? Interesting. Among other uses, so it has sharp thorns. That's not the same as leaves, so I think she wants this one. Perfect. Well, I finally officially can put this down here because it's been confirmed. I wonder what secrets I could unlock. End day. Let's see what there is for us. Oh. Time passed a year and then another. The book remained hidden but out of sight. Did not mean out of mind. The book was whatever her thoughts settled on when she rested. Was she brooded over when she did her chores? Was she pictured when she dreamed? Day 4, Monday. It's raining today. Okay, let's see. I can only assume that this is supposed to line up with something. Huh. Is it like a something like this? Feel free to tell me if you have any hints. Can I turn this? Wait a second. Wait. What did I feel? Ha. Did I figure it out? The air thick with flying, biting insects, an unbearable plague. I fight against it for mere moments before I'm overwhelmed. If only I had some blue winter to keep them at bay. Da 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 da. Oh! This may be because it lined up with the edge and it tapered off like the water tapered off. We do have the plant Winterborn. Oh, wait. That's this. The blue winter saves my skin, but the swirling mass of insect is so thick, it's hard to see. At the length I come across what I came for and hurry away. Winterborn. Dranthium. Okay. We're gonna hold on to that for a second, and this one is kind of boring, so let's make it purple. Winter Boar. Okay. Okay, perfect. Yeah, there's Wandering Blue. Okay, there we go. All is right. Select. New plant. Ooh, that looks interesting. Could this have disappeared? Uh-oh. I didn't actually solve it. I got a random plant. Oh, goodness. The fox button said no help, I'm afraid. The sisterhood still refused to speak with only me. Not that I have time to pursue it properly. I'm rushed off my feet this week. There's been a body found at the Swinside Stone Circle. Apparently it's not looking good. Don't suppose you got anything to help keep my lunch down. My stomach's never coped too well with the grizzly ones. Finnet. Finnick Fox. Finnick Fox. Finnet. Okay. Chewing through the tough root of this plant is said to ease gastric distress. It has soft, long leaves. Why do I feel like it could be this? It has a sweet scent, like strawberry dipped in honey. Well, what about this? Small red berries, okay. What about these? Pale yellow flowers. The leaves are quite soft. Let's see. Oop, nope, we don't need you anymore. Has soft leaves. Okay, let's try this one. Bennett. Pomegranate. That's what it looks like. Okay, let's take you down. And you're helpful, so we'll make you look yellow. I always put my book right under it. P-H-E-N-N-E-T. There we go. Are you ready to try again? Okay, let's try here next. So, around here. Okay, so we didn't get anything. Okay. Mailman, Veronica handed this for you. She seemed to be in a good mood. Well, we love to hear that. Ooh, somewhere to explore. I meant to tell you this yesterday, but it slipped my mind. I discovered a plant on a recent trip to Grisdale Forest, just northeast of Rustland. It was like nothing I've ever seen before. I would have brought it back with me if the sisterhood had given me a moment alone, but they seemed overly protective lately. Okay. Wait, what about the ink stains on the paper? Wait. Oh, we found a match. We found a match. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a drill. We found a match right here. Yes. Thank you. A gentle sound of flowing water. A sunlight through scattered clouds. A reset. Those are fun. Okay, I'm putting these type of pom-pom ones down here. And the traditional flowers up here for now. Yeah, these all can stay over here. I want to explore. Let's water in the rain. We're watering in rain. Okay, one more. Perfect. Okay. So I meant to tell you this yesterday, but I slipped. Okay. Northeast of Rustland. Is it Rustland over here? Is it over here? No. It's over here. What's the other one? Grisdale Forest. Oh, here it is. So, in Grisdale Forest, northeast of Rustland, it was like something. So here's Rustland, northeast. Okay. From the moment I stepped in the road, I can't shake the feeling that I'm being watched. Suddenly, I find my way blocked by 3 women wearing green cloaks and holding short elm bows. Nobody may wander freely throughout the forest by order of the Arda, says the leader of the trio. I turn the walk back, and then again, I have a few tricks up my sleeve. Mellow glow is one of my tricks. I hope I have it. Mellow. Haha. Okay, so I already see some spikies. We have a spiky right here. And then we also have a spiky. It can allow someone to pass unnoticed, though it's not invisible and impossible to. Among other uses for the plant, the most remarkable is that it can allow a person to pass unnoticed. Though not invisible, it is possible to become hidden from sight and memory. The mellow glow has sharp thorns that protect it from predators. So both of these have sharp thorns. Okay, I'm looking for another plant with thorns on them. Because if I can find another plant with thorns on them, and it says red flower or blue flower, I can do the opposite. I don't know if I saw anything in particular, which would be a little bit of a bummer because I will be taking a guess. But one of them pointed out specifically it had blue flowers. The mellow glow, this one is glowing a little more. Let's see what this says. This one flat out says sharp thorns. Let's try this one. Okay. Paying attention to detail in their wording is a good clue. Okay, that's good to know. Camellia, a rare plant that's believed to help people find peace, those who can afford to make wreaths from it on the graves of their loved ones. A 7-petaled flower is considered to bring good fortune. It almost always contains 6 petals. Okay. So you are Mellow Glow. Mellow Glow. I was honestly going to choose the other one, and then I took a gamble on the wording, and it looked like my informed decision, or slightly informed decision, paid off today. Meekdu M-E-L. Okay. Perfect. With the help of the Mellow Glow, I walk right past the sisters without them paying any attention, paying me any heed. Chuckling to myself, I collect the plant that Veronica talked about, and then I took my leave. Ooh, that's interesting. You don't go there. You go here. My other oddballs. So we've completed that. Let's put it in jail. I am afraid. The camphor you gave me is helping me sleep, and I'm very grateful for it. But the visions are as strong as ever. The woman in the jade mask appears in my dream every night. She screams at me, but I do not know why, and behind her, that presence is always there, dark and dreadful. I don't know what to do. The dreams feel like a warning that I don't understand, and a mosaic of color that refuses to come into focus. Some part of me wants to stare down that abyss, but I'm afraid. So, she was very vague. We are left again with 2 options. The first one, when burned, incense made from the woody stem can enhance psychic abilities, strengthening the clarity of visions and prophecies. Like blue flowers, it's this one. We can all agree, it's this plant. So allow me to, again, Christina Aguilera. Perfect. Down and down. The other one is Candlewood. Produces a red flower that provides shielding effect, protecting against the manner of all afflictions of the mind. Long stems grow among the tall leaves. Red flower. Long thin stems among tall leaves. So oh, this is probably Candlewood. I'm curious about the mystery, so it refuses to come. She wants to, but she's afraid. I want to give her the answer to her problem, so we're giving her she's going to be facing her problems now. Worry less. An apathy named plant. So we have changed. There are some things that we'll go through and changes what happens in the history of this game. I genuinely don't remember the path I went down the other time, but one of those, that mean gentleman that comes in, giving him the nice versus giving them, watching Horticulture for the 3rd time. Well, joke's on you, I'm filming the second one right now. So, let's see. I love hearing that. That makes me happy. But depending on what we give the guy, feel free to give me your feedback which one you want to do. We can we can help him, or we can make him not give us problems anymore. And that's a decision for you, unless I get there first. And then I'm choosing whatever I feel like in that mood. If you turn her head upside down, she looks like a bowling pin. Tell me I'm wrong. So bowling pin Elsbeth. Watch, she's gonna say something like, the love of my life tragically passed away in a hot air balloon accident, and now he, you know what, we don't come to Undermere often, Bowling Pin says, but I heard about your shop, and I said to Francis, he must look like a bowling ball, huh? I'm reading, keep scrolling. Francis, we simply must pay a visit. It's a wonderful breath of life. It's a wonderful breath of life in an otherwise dreary town. I'm the green-fingered one. Who says green-fingered? A bowling pin says green-fingered, that's who. And it's not really his cup of tea, but I persuaded him the trip would do him good, and besides, he'll be wanting to take the boat out on the lake. Bowling balls sink. I wouldn't recommend that. Shame about this awful weather, though. You must come to Caesarea. We have a small library with some books on plants my grandfather acquired many years ago. I'm sure they'll be of interest to a horticulturist such as yourself. Okay, stay right there, bowling pin. Serg? Is it Serg? What if I'm going too early? Should I accept her letter? It's in the town. Serg. You know what? The town must not exist. She is telling me a falsehood that is punishable by finding it on the map for me. I'm not kidding. Last time when I played this game, it wouldn't have even been fun watching because it took me so long to find where everything is. Serg. We're looking, okay. We'll accept her letter. I've already forgotten the name. Serg. You are cordially invited to the castle. Okay, it's a good thing we could. What if I was uncordially invited? Would they spit in my drink? Never do that. You can drink your drink. You can use your drink to water a plant, not a plastic plant. Maybe a plastic plant. I know someone who has great experience watering plastic plants. Lord and lady. What's the word? Bowling pin. To the Serg Castle. Okay, we are going like this. I don't see it up in this top one. Watch, you've probably spotted it already, and you're just waiting for me. It's on the bottom row, isn't it? What in the deepest tarnation? It doesn't exist. I'm about to start clicking random places. No, I'm not. Wait, did she say the Rousseau Wood? The castle. Okay, here's a castle. Here's a Gleason Castle. Said Bird Castle. Oh, looky here. We found it. I'm greeted. So hear me out. She was standing there just a second ago. She must have... Oh, that's right. She has an automated system to place her exactly back where she's supposed to be. I am greeted enthusiastically by Lady Bowling Pin herself. She is very talkative. Of course she is. Has many questions on horticulture that I do my best to answer, and she takes me on a tour of the gardens. Oh, you must sample of this back with you. Oh, you must take a sample of this back with you, she explains. Oh, bowling pin! I love to see it. She exclaims, pointing at a plant that I do not recognize. But before I can stop to take a look, she's already whisked me on to the next. And this one too, she says. I'm quite excited by the time we make it to the library, and I don't have time to make as thorough a study as I'd like. Nevertheless, I am able to find an interesting entry that I note down. Don't forget these, Lady Elspeth cries as I make to leave. She thrusts the plant from the gardens into my hands, and I thank her warmly. Fever kiss. Oh. Oh. Whoa. What are those? Those. Our plants are expanding. We'll section off these individual plants. We've got another one with berries. I have a memory of this plant. Let's take a look at it. Little yellow berries. Didn't one talk about yellow berries? Well, we'll find out later anyway. We fixed the castle. Philip Stew. Shaw? Man, a few words. Mushroom, red spores, moves in the dark, that's all I've got. Any ideas? This one was pretty dangerous, wasn't it? Here you go. Okay. Okay. We'll pull out the book. The Wandering Blue. It does. So this is, oh, I'm reading the wrong one. Wandering Blue can help you move in the dark. That's boring. I didn't get to ID any of my new plants. Come here when you can help me ID one of the other beautiful plants I have. Okay, next. Beep, 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 beep. They're saying Blackcomb is haunted now. Brady Miller just told me he saw the ghost of a huge deer, antlers and all. But Bradley Miller also says he can talk to squirrel. Either way, there's something evil in the hills, and I'm not taking any chances. Thank you for telling me. I'm going there right now. Awful what happened to that poor young man up at Swinside. I've come for that stinking mount cap. Okay, it's a pleasure, I guess. Sunset mousetrap. It's a type of fungus that domed cap, so it has to be one of these. Sometimes called stinking mount cap as a result of the unpleasant odor. Okay, let's check some of these. It smells rotten. Oh, that'd do it. Liquid ooze. Warts on it. Ooh, yay. Is to deter unwanted souls and spirits from entering the home and is often placed in doorways. It is mildly toxic to humans and should not be eaten. Here you go. But stinky. Seems to give a small amount of light. Oh, you know, I wonder if you were looking at the one that had bugs crawling on and around it. Probably flies around it because, let me guess, it's rancid. It's super stinky and it actually is the color of sunset. It smells strongly of sour milk, bad enough to make my eyes water. Well, take this one. Sunset Mount Cap. book entry. Hinchuck. Okay, let's ID you. Oop, 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 oop. Sunset Mount Cap. Sunset Mount Cap. Okay. So you would go right here. Oh. Oh, can I see the dialogue? I forgot where she said that. Oh. Wait, no. What? Where did she say it was? Ah, I was gonna check it out. Come back. Okay, let's see if something. It started with an S. Swinside. I shudder at the thought of what happened here. If these stones could tell what they saw, a chill comes over me as I realize I do not want to linger. Whoops. You know what? So this is my essentially constitution. And if I keep making mistakes or seeing terrifying things, then something happens. And I'll show you right now. She lives alone in the castle to the northwest of the abbey. She buried her husband 3 miles to the east where the Everheart grows. At 15, her mother, strong, dependable, loving, was struck down by typhoid. The girl drew inward as her father turned to drink. I think this is a story of the Arda or my character. I don't know which one. But I want to show you what happens when you make a mistake. What have you done to me? I see the woman in the jade mask everywhere, and that creature stands over her shoulder. I almost feel like it can sense its desires. It is afraid of the sisterhood, that is much clearer. I will lay waste to them. So much death, but it all can be avoided with the Arduina's protection. I don't know if I'm awake or asleep even now. I feel the darkness tearing at my mind. So maybe we gave her the wrong thing. Well, didn't she want candlewood? Here, take that now. Well, what about Butterdale? You want to smell fun? That's not correct. Oh, you know what? It has flowers, right? Take this plant with no flowers. Oh no. A shiver travels down my spine. My mind is broken. So this pretty much happened. I did this so many times last time. This pretty much happens every time you fail. You have to put together the pieces of your shattered mind. So here we go. You get to watch me put together a puzzle. Actually, I'm taking some of these out. We're not ready for some of these yet. So this will belong with something already up there. So we've got a double line. Let's put another double line. Probably right here. There we go. Okay, not that double line. This is the end of the circle. Okay. Does that feel a little better? No. The fanciness. Ah, here we go. We break down to one line. 2 pieces. Yeah, this likely will go here. 1 piece. I feel revived. My mind is whole again. So we have to restart the day. Luckily we didn't get too far. And with that, I know you are eager to watch this. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope you like.